And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the Sparkling Tuna Cup number 92. Welcome back to the round of 16 as we are jumping into our fresh best of 3. And if you're in the chat, it's Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Last Fantasy, we have the German Terran player, the Blue Terran, representing the Platinum Heroes. It is Captainfisch. And spawning in the right-hand corner, we have the red Zerg player from the UK, representing the Platinum Heroes as well. Playing random and rolling and landing on Zerg, it is Eva. Here we go. And also, big shout to Sando in the chat. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime for 54 months. That's a lot of months, Papi. It's a lot of months. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for subscribing. We appreciate it. We do appreciate it here as we are settling into our game, as we're settling into our ZVT. Let's go. And let's go. And again, once again, we're loading into Last Fantasy, one of the more viewed maps in the Apple. Despite that, we are featuring it quite a bit tonight. So far, once in each series, and we'll see if that trend continues. Likewise, did take note that Nick Racton's the best as they begin their own series as well. I believe they're also playing on Last Fantasy. Crazy, Pappy, crazy. Aye. Until then, though, we are settling in. Standard opener out of Eba. Hatch gas pool. Likewise, Captainfisch. Last time we saw him on this map, he did go for a BC based opener, but here going for the SV Scout, and this time is not skipping the Reaper. Here we go. Here we go. Random, how dishonorable. Eba did let Captainfisch know what race he landed on, so he knows. SV Scout comes in. Captainfisch confirms location of Eba. Eba did go top left with that Overlord, and we'll confirm that Captainfisch is not in the top base. Not quite. Reaper's moving out. SCV is on patrol, hoping to delay the expansion. And we'll see if Captainfisch can delay. So far, does head on over, does miss the drone. Hatchery's being taken, and so far Eba looking solid. So far Eba is holding his own. Do have the third CC on the way. That's going to be a third CC before starport, so economic build here by Captainfisch. Oh! And is playing economically. They're looking as it should. Likewise, Eba also building up. Does pull out of gas, so standard follow-up here. We're not going into early gas, into early Roachhorn, or early Baneliness, or early there. So standard setup here from Eba. Just building up, just saturating. Now, when it comes to Last Fantasy here, we did speak earlier how this can be a very turtley map. That is true. But based on the opener, I don't think that Captainfisch is going to go into mech here. It looks like standard play into bio, most likely so far. So I don't think we're going to really be in a position where we do decide to try to slow the game down. Likewise, we do expand towards each other. Eba expanding towards Captainfisch, so it can be a little more assertive with that creep. Hellions poke in. And no Banshee. Once again, Viking into Liberator, into faster stim. Or at least should be faster stim. So here we go. Hellions, they move out. They do threaten a dive. And Eba does have a safety amount of Lings. Queens are keeping up at each ramp. So far, so good. Hellions, they threaten a dive. One Hellion gets surrounded. Two Hellions even. Two Hellions go down. Better catch here from the Zerg. Ling does slip in. Gets a full scout as well. Gets eyes on the Raxes. Gets eyes on the Bio. So no mech behind this. Eba is aware. Going into Ling Bane. Layers in production. building up. Oh. Likewise, Captainfisch still trying to be active. Did lose some Hellions earlier, but is at least able to deny some of the creep. Poking in. Once again, bleeding out more Hellions though. As Eva gains map control, a big shout to Phaser in the chat. Phaser 213. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime. Oh, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for 19 months. That's a lot of months. That's a lot of months of support. So thank you so much. Hope you enjoy the content. Hope you enjoy the casting. Hope you enjoy the StarCraft. Thank you. Always do appreciate it. Again, it's thanks to the support that we get in the chat and the support that we get on Patreon. They're able to host this event as regularly as we do and grow the event as well. There's Sparkling Tuna Cup. It's all funded by the people, for the people. So thank you so much for all the support. Oh god, Eva, calm down. No shot. As Eva does accidentally target his own queen and will kill his own queen. Jesus. Basically what happened there was he went to inject and did accidentally A move on the queen instead of injecting. Eva, he's ruthless, Pappy. Oh no. Killing his own queens. Behind this, Captainfisch building up on 3 bases, getting into his own 5-rack setup. Stim is already done. Getting into combat shields. So that was Eva's inner Terran. Eva's playing a lot of Terran recently. No. The urge to kill the queen. Jesus. As Captainfisch is attempting to set up. Likewise, Eva getting comfortable, joining up on 4 bases, now getting a 5th, they're joining up to 75 workers. And towards Hive Tech. Again, nothing crazy, nothing wild. Eva playing standard. And Captainfisch just doesn't really have it, or just hasn't really done much to slow Eva down. Is a concern. Captainfisch moving out with a double drop. There's no Overlord quite in position to scout because of the Vikings. That has created a path. Going for the creep. And does trade well for himself. Doesn't bleed out too many Marines. Pulls away. Hive is almost done. This should be Ling Bane into Ling Bane Ultra, into Viper Tech as well. So just rushing into Hive. Working towards Ultras. The downside of this kind of style is lack of anti-air, but we saw that Captainfisch didn't drop into the main. But again, there's no Spire, there's no Hydroden, there are limited Queens and limited Spores. So drop play can pop off. But Captainfisch is being more passive and more defensive. It's being more defensive instead. Which is allowing Eba to max. Like Eba, he's about to max out. And it's going to be a tough hold here for Captainfisch. Spalings roll in. They get 9 SCV kills. Captainfisch, he breaks out. And it's all or nothing here for Captainfisch. Like, he has no force CC behind this. Ling Bane does crash into the army. I think Captainfisch pushing onto the creep, but he will lose everything. The Marines, the tanks, it's all going to go down. At the same time, attempted drop play, but last side also gets cleaned up. GG gets called, and Eba will take game number 1. GG. Eba, he will take a lead. Again, a solid game 1 there. Pretty standard as well. Just hatch gas pull into a 3rd base, into a 4th base, joining up to 86 workers and maxing out on Ling Bane, heading into Hive Tech. Unfortunately, Captainfisch just wasn't really able to apply any pressure. If you remember, the Hellions were shut down, and the drop play was lackluster. The drop play got some creep tumors, but that's really all that he was able to get. Wasn't able to really apply much pressure, and Eba was just really able to drone and then max out. Just really able to settle into his own game. Captainfisch, I'm sure, a little bit intimidated by Eba when it comes to trying to engage and trying to be aggressive. Understandable, understandable. For sure. And here we go. We're now getting into game number 2. Game 2 is going to be on Incorporeal. Here we go. Oh, it's oh, it's his favorite matchup. As spawning in the bottom hand corner of Incorporeal, we have the German Terran player, the Blue Terran, representing the Platinum Heroes down in the series. We'll see if he can bounce back. It is Captainfisch. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have the Red Terran player from the land of the UK, the random player rolling and landing on Terran this time. It is Eba. Eba. So he has been playing a lot of Terran as of late, and with that, I'm sure is elated to get into a TBT of all things. We'll see how Captainfisch does adjust. As a reminder, Eba, he is playing random, and he did let Captainfisch know what race he landed on. By no means does he have any obligation to do so. Did just decide to, just to be nice. And already double gas opener out of Eba. Likewise, double gas opener out of Captainfisch as well. Both players going into faster factories. Both players going for, you could argue, a safer setup or even a more aggressive setup here with the delayed CCs. Here we go. Don't think Fish is a real captain. Nah, he's got his ship. We saw the BC. We saw the BC earlier. That counts. Oh no. As is that factory. Factory follow-up. As we're opening up a Marauder. Okay, that I was not expecting. Double gas opener into fast Marauder here. A bold move. This is designed to punish. If Eba were to be active and aggressive with Reaper Hellion, then the Marauders can try to catch the Hellions and focus them down. Same can be said with Cyclones. So a very costly start, but a cheeky one nonetheless. Can pay off. We'll see what Captainfisch can achieve with this. We'll see what he can catch. Can he catch the tuna? Can he catch the Eba as Reaper scouts? Reaper scouts and does confirm. Gets eyes on the Marauder, gets eyes on the researching tech lab. Alas, Concussive Shell is not ready and the Reaper does get away. And this lets Eba know to calm down with his army. He knows to calm down. There we go. Bunkers on the way. He's going to take a more defensive stance. We have a Cyclone production with Macfill accelerators behind this. One base all in. Okay. No expansion. Just really committed here, going into Concussive Shell, into Macfill accelerators, into Cyclones, into Marauders, rallying across the map. It is going to be that one base all in. And again, Eba responding well here already with the bunker. He's matching up Reaper Hellion alongside that bunker. It's going to be difficult to break, as Captainfisch does rally. He does not pull the boys, but is still very committed and I would say all in. As he moves down to low ground, looks like Captainfisch here intends to expand, but this is a late expansion here for the Blue Terran. He has to make this worth it. Again, Eba's base is already done. It's already complete. Hellions, they bypass the army. Local on the bunker. Bunker is going to be targeted down. You are Hellions, they get across the map, but there's a Cyclone at home. CC is going to be delayed. Delays the command center. Meanwhile, the SCVs, they defend back at home. Bunker does survive. And Eba's holding. Eba just says hold on for those tanks. As the first tank has arrived. Behind this, he's playing mech. I mean, we did mention earlier that he does enjoy playing mech, but I haven't seen him play mech against against too much Terran before. But yeah, he is going for the second factory. CC on the high ground. I mean, to be fair, I don't think I've ever casted Captainfisch in a TVT, so wasn't sure what to expect. Meanwhile, does try to commit in, going for the tank. Autotar gets thrown down, and the punish is real. Oh my god, he gets the tank, but for a massive cost. A brutal trade. That was 5 Marauders. That was 2 Cyclones for 1 tank. Ay, ay, ay. Not worth it for Captainfisch. Reapers, a breakout. And back at him, Captainfisch, he's vulnerable. He has the 1 Cyclone. Let's go. Oh no, yeah, he moves out of position. Reapers, they get into the mineral line, and SCVs are going to be going down. Getting 1 so far. He gets 1, gets 2, gets 3. Can he get 4? Slips into the main. Slips into the main base. He does get eyes on the triple factory production. Or at least on one of them. Even forcing friendly fire. Nice on siege there from Captainfisch. It's on siege. And with that Eva, again, he was able to have a better trade with his tank. He was able to likewise cripple the economy here, getting 5 SCV kills. Bearing in mind that Captainfisch, he was already 1 base all in. He was already crippled economically. He's only got 24 SCVs, so he's in a rough position here. Now, considering the game state and the economic game state especially, mech is a way to recover, right? Mech is a more efficient composition, so you can make up having a worse economy. That is true, but being this far behind, it's... I mean, mech can be good, but is it that good? He's down 20 workers. And he does have an extra mule, thanks to the orbital, but Eva's not too far behind. His own 3rd CC is almost done. You know, Eva embracing Stim, going into Bio. So a Bio tank here from Eva. Eva will have the more mobile army. You know, Captainfisch, he does fan out those Cyclones. Does rotate on the right hand side. Eva pushing right down mid. Eva claiming his base. Nice disable. Tank goes down. Back into what is it to defend? There's 1 tank left. 1 tank, 1 Cyclone. Oh, just down to the tank. At the same time, Cyclones, they do get across. They're going for the CC. And they might be able to get it. We get the mass repair. Eva pushing forward. There's the Sable. And the Vikings, they should be landing. Oh, as they choose not to. Yeah, there we go, a bit of a later land. A tank goes down. Cyclones across the map. They take down the mineral line. 24 CV kills, but at the same time, Captainfisch also losing his mineral line as well. Once again, nice lock-ons, but down to 2 Cyclones remaining. Down to 1. 1 Cyclone left. GG gets called as Captainfisch is broken, and Eva will claim the series 2-0. GG. GG, well played. An interesting build here out of Captainfisch, going for the essentially 1 base all in, rushing into Concussive Shell, rushing into Macful Accelerators, and we can definitely see that having success and doing well. Unfortunately, if you remember, Eva scouted. Eva, he scouted with his Reaper, he saw the Tech Lab, he saw the Marauders, so instantly he threw down the bunker. And with the help of that bunker, he held. He was able to shut down the aggression, able to shut down the early tech, and of course, overwhelm from there. GG well played. So solid scouting there by Eva, solid response alongside that. Unfortunately, Captainfisch couldn't quite recover from having such a late expansion and such a committed start to the game. In the end, GG, well played, yo. Shout out to Captainfisch and the shout out to Captainfisch for the raid. Hope you had a great stream ladder session before the tournament, and I hope you had a great time with your games as well. Played well for yourself, Pappy. Did play well. Bringing down Hatsu earlier, and also having a series here against Eva. Again, Eva is a pro player, so it's difficult for anyone to go up against a player of the caliber of Eva. So GG, well done, well played. Had some fun games, Pappy, fun games. With that, Eva does advance on to the next round. And do we get into random versus random? Oh no.